I just discovered these while I was fixing something. See if you can guess what they are. When I found them, they almost had a surreal quality to them because they're so perfectly spherical. Now, from playing with them, I've kind of messed them up. The way that they were formed is similar to something that might be a little more familiar to you. We start with a shape that's pretty random, and without really putting much conscious effort into it. In other words, we don't really have to think, we just have to repeat this technique that you learned a long time ago, probably. And you can see that it starts to emerge as a sphere. What's going on here is that the high spots are getting knocked down by a force that's perpendicular to it. And over time, this averages out, and it eventually emerges as a sphere. So, how did it happen in this case? Did you figure it out yet? It happened in here. I was repairing this dryer. I think that the belt had gone, and you'll notice that there are these plastic tongues that are attached to the inside of the drum. And as the drum turns, these plastic tongues cause the laundry to tumble. Well, incidentally, inside of each of these hollow plastic tongues there are individual cells, and they're probably supposed to be sealed, but still dust-like amounts of lint can still get inside. And after 10 years worth of tumbling, those dust-like amounts of lint had accrued into balls that had been tumbled again and again and again over ages. Interestingly enough, I made a similar video about how to make a perfect cube. I made it about a year ago, and it was a metaphor for making something, making a desired shape. And how you approach the problem is by taking the things that stick up high off, and over time you will eventually approximate the shape that you want. And in the case of this, the tumbling causes a condition where the sphere asymptotically approaches a perfect sphere, which of course is an unattainable ideal. Well, I thought it was interesting enough. Oh, and by the way, I have not yet released the video that I was just talking about, but I may still yet.